Jacoby Shipman studies biological engineering at North Carolina A&T State University. As an intern this summer, he's working with the lab's environmental modeling group on factors that influence infiltration rates through a radiological waste closure cap at Savannah Riverside's E area.
So the research that I'm doing is I'm working on a model of this waste cap that we have on site. And so what's really interesting about that is the cap design that we're doing. It allows for you to vary different parameters of the cap. And one of the parameters that we can vary is the type of vegetation that goes on the top of the cap. So one thing that we were looking at is bare grass versus pine trees. And with bare grass, you have higher runoff. And because you have higher runoffs and they have shallower roots for the regular grass, you have less holes in the cap design. But then for pine trees, you have less runoff, but then you have more of the roots penetrating into the cap, and that means that you're going to have higher infiltration rate.
What will you take away from this opportunity?
I'll just take away that, that the work that I was able to do this summer is really important, and that this was just a positive internship experience.
In one word, how would you describe SRNL and why?
So I would say SRNL is innovative. The work that we're doing is trying to find different energy resources to solve the energy crisis within the world. At the same time, the work that I'm specifically doing, the environmental modeling part of that, is making sure that those energy resources are clean and good for the environment, and making sure that that interaction between the resource and the environment is effective.
If you could be a plant, what plant would you be and why?
I think that I would be a pine tree. So the reason why I would do that is so that I could produce shade to, people on a hot day, and then also pine trees live for a really long time. So that's one thing that I want to do too. We put science to work.